Today, Md.Nazrul Islam, assistant teacher, Kadubul Kalnar High School, Porsha, Nauga. Today, I would like to discuss about freehand writing. How to write a paragraph without memorizing. So, my dear student, let's start the class. Today, I would like to discuss about a paragraph on your family. My dear student, perhaps you are ready with your pen and khata, and if you need some sentences, if you need some points, I hope you will note them in your exercise book. Let's start our class. Today, I would like to discuss about your family. Your family. My dear student, you know in your family how many members are there? Minimum 3 members, your father, your mother, and you. And if you have brother or sister, then the members will be 4, 5 or 6, and if you have grandfather or grandmother living with you, then the number will be increased. So, my dear student, first of all, the previous class I have discussed about it to write any paragraph without memorizing. First of all, we have to collect some points. Then we will write sentences depending on the points, and we will maintain sequence as far as possible. Then we are able to write any kind of paragraph without memorizing. My dear student, now we collect some points about our family. My dear student, first of all, family. All of you know how many members are in your family. Your father, mother, yourself, your brother or sister may be living with you. Your grandfather or grandmother may live with you. It's depend upon on you and your own family. So, first of all, we will collect some points only, then we will discuss. First, name, then age, and then occupation, then qualification, and then workplace, and then behavior, then kind or unkind, then helpful, then social, and then religious, then pray, and we have collect so many points: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you may add another points if you need. My dear students, we can add another point like dislike also. So there are so many points. First of all, think about the points about a person. In previous class, I have discussed how to write a paragraph about any person. Your favorite person, your class teacher, your favorite poet, your father, your mother, like that. And today the points are same. There is no difference between the previous class, the points we have collected, and today the points we have collected. Then suppose there are 6 members or 5 members in your family. So we will discuss, or we have to write the sentences related about your father, mother, brother, sister. If you have a grandfather with you, then you can add him or her. Grandfather, like that. So, my dear student, first of all, we have to write sentence depending on the points related with your father. Then, name. Perhaps, or you have to write an introductory sentence first. What will be the introductory sentence? I am Mr. Rohim. I live in a family. In this way, you can start the paragraph or composition. First, you have to choose an introductory sentence. I am Mr. X, or I am Medina Khatun. I live in a family. This is introductory sentence. Then how many members in your family? Suppose there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 and you yourself. So suppose we have to think there are 6 members in our family. The introductory sentence will be I am Medina Khatun, or I am Mr. X. I live in a family. Then members. There are 6 members in our family. Then who are they? They are my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my grandfather, and I myself. Okay, my dear student, I again repeat the sentence, and you have to collect the theme or gist of the sentence. Your language may be different. There is no problem. I live in a family. First, I am Mr. Rohim. I live in a family. There are 6 members in our family. There are 5 members in our family. There are 4 members in our family. There are only 3 members in our family, maybe. Then name. First, discuss about your father. My father's name is Mr. Rohim. Then S, he is 40 years old. Then occupation, he is a farmer, or he is a teacher, or he is a doctor, he is a businessman, he is a rickshaw puller, maybe. Then qualification. If he is a teacher, minimum qualification is HSC or BA, B.Ed. And if your father is a farmer, you may write he is PhD or he is class 5. Okay, my dear student. Then workplace. If he is a teacher, then you will write he works in a government primary school, he works in a high school, he works in a college, he works in a university. And if your father is a farmer, then you may write he works in the field. In this way, you have to write sentence. Then behavior. In behavior, there are so many points: kind or unkind, helpful, social, religion, like, dislike, play. All these are included in behavior. So, you can write the sentence My father is a very kind man. He is very helpful to the villagers or to the people of our locality. Then he is a social worker or he is a social man. Then he is a very religious person. He prays 5 times in a day. Then like he likes gardening maybe. He likes to do something for the poor people. You can write. Then dislike. He dislikes telling lies. He dislikes corruption. He dislikes smoking. In this way, there are about 15 points. And if you write every point, there are 15 sentences about your father. Then you have to write about your mother in this way. First name, my mother's name is Jorina Khatun. He is 35 years old. He is a housewife. He is class 5. He works in our house. His behavior is very good. She is a kind woman. She is very helpful. She is a social worker. She is a religious person. She prays 5 times every day. She likes to work in our house. She dislikes telling lies. In this way, you can write about your brother. My brother's name is Josimuddin. He is 15 years old. He is a student. He is HSC. He reads in a university. He is a kind man. He is very helpful to his friends. He is a very religious person. He prays 5 times in a day. He also dislikes telling lies. And this way you can describe about your sister. My sister's name is Jorina Khatun. She is 13 years old. She is a student. She works, she reads in a high school. She is very kind. She also prays 5 times in a day. She likes gardening or she likes watching movie or she likes singing and she dislikes corruption. In this way, you have to write 14 or 15 sentences about your grandfather depending on this point. My grandfather name is Muhammad Jabbar Ali. He is 60 years old. He was a farmer, maybe, or he was a doctor, or he was a farmer. Now, qualification. He is SSC or he is FA. His behavior is very fine. He is a very kind man. He is very helpful. Always he helps us. He is a very religious person. He prays 5 times. He likes to read books and newspapers. He dislikes telling lies. And last of all, in this way, you have to describe about yourself. I am Muhammad Babul. I am 12 years old. I am a student. I read in a high school or I read in class 6 or 7 or 8, and I like my parents very well, and my parents also loves me. I am very helpful, or I am very thankful to the Almighty Allah that I live in my family peacefully and enjoy all my life or enjoy my life very gladly. And in this way, if you write the paragraph or composition, it will be a long, very long paragraph like composition. And if you are asked to write a paragraph about your parents, then from this paragraph you have to describe about only your father and mother. They are your parents. So it will be very easy for you to write about your parents. You have to describe only your father and mother. You need not describe about your brother, sister, grandfather or yourself. Okay, my dear student, and if you are asked to write only about your father, write a paragraph about your father. What will you do? You will collect this point and you have to write sentences about only your father, depending on these points. Then, my dear student, how we will benefited? If you are asked to write a paragraph about your father, then it is okay. If you are asked to write a paragraph about your mother, it's okay. If you are asked to write about your parents, then it will be a good paragraph. And if you are asked to write about your family, then it will be okay. And it is a long paragraph for you, for the students of class 6 to 8. So, my dear student, without memorizing, you have to practice in this way, and I hope you will be benefited, you will be very well in English, and you will be capable to write any kind of paragraph in the examination hall if you don't have common. You should not memorize anything. The language you will memorize is others' language, and it will be very, very difficult to memorize and write the same language. If you try to write in your own language, it will be easier than that. So, I hope you will practice it. Thank you all. Thank you everybody. Eid Mubarak.